to keep you cashless in the fastest society, where the vax and the mass are to blame for the dying spree. You the root race, they medieval. Eat the cheap food they feed you or read through these fools. Restorer or rebel, can't play God unless acquainted with the devil. Polarity you choose, acquainted with its level. Frequency, distance is an illusion, so please unveil the confusion. Look beyond the shadow of the late and hollow years, see the far and distant lands where tomorrow appears. Put it in perspective, decision of each being the latest, most accurate vision of peace, where each one teach one to reach one, freeze one from under the trees and stump of the impeached one. Remember, all skin folk are not kinfolk. While I hold a sword in my left hand, I write a pen to pen quotes. Word to see Lord L, I'ma be more hell to these foreigners till they leave our air, land, and seashore and sell their asses right back across that aqua. Screw y'all's dishonorable dogma. Something proper with no lube. The past 25 years I've been the son of solitude. The oil that fused my chakras is cruel. Love my people towards the evils. I'm heartless and rude. Firstborn of Inkle, the dawn of the twinkle. Twinkle little sun, I got bright and I could think too. I blink through a wrinkle in time. Rip Van Winkle and rhyme. And my shit stink too. To link you to source, yes, you rather have AI sink you. I not only know the ledge, I'm on the brink too. They wanna extinct you, your essence is viable. Crimes against humanity, your oppressors liable. They try to write on my recital, yet my presence vital as the session's title. Welcome to the seventh cycle. The heart of man is as the sun, the reception order for the divine ray of spiritual intuition descended unto man. The brain of man is as the moon, the source of human intellect. The body of man is the earthly vehicle. Let the sun impregnate the moon, or let the spiritual fire prompt the human intellect. And let the result fructify in the womb of a purified body. And you will develop the son of the sun, the quintessence, the stone of the wise, true wisdom, and perfect happiness. I teach you all. The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This is a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling immense pressure. Some store each clan better. Planting the devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Iberians and traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for treaties and oath. I expect more from those who want to conquest except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds were on rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods where we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Hardly cushion. It's like the terrorists, never ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gives I shot the sheriff meaning. Shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. Apprehend this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this cannibal. If your brain's deeply maniacal, release or get treated damnable. You speak Hannibal, I talk black hole. Fighting the line now, the chief's back with bulk. That's big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sam, big brother and his clique. I put that on Abraham and Esther. It's a must, we band together. Plant in the devil to stand the weather. Sun strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors.
How much the RCMP do not know.
Based on real life. It's nothing like the old school. High vibrations is what it feels like. It's nothing like the old school. This goes way back. Before I was knee deep out in them streets ganging it. Like the prison and that old crazy mess. This is what really makes me me, y'all, at its core. So check it out. I arrived in 1970, August 14th, to be precise, eldest son, firstborn of 5, alive, as the Christ. Had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my old lows and my newly heights. Childhood, not of the norm. Excellence, how I perform. Deep down, I was mad, bad. That's why now I bring the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages of scriptures after learning the Quran to fend off the jin's whispers. It was like my mother and father tried to hide us from the Pontius Pilates, Kiheras, and other outsiders. No celebrating holidays, kept away from ungodly ways of playing games, calling names the cost of what folly pays. I'm saying you wouldn't believe such discipline, wishing to make friends with the neighborhood children. But it was like wish again from early on was taught I was different, not better, just gifted. There's a big difference. Had telescopes, microscopes, chemistry sets, books, maps, paints, carpentry tools, wrote poems not yet known as raps. Learned alphabets and mathematics from my mama. Learned meditation and martial arts from my father. Watched my uncles create music, so I beat drums, played keyboards with my dad, the guitar he strummed. Didn't consume pork nor beef. I would eat plums, not knowing this was part of who I would become. True story. This is based on real life. It's before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, it's what it feels like. True story. This is based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations, now around it feels like 1982 was no longer separated from the outside world off the porch. Yeah, I made it. First noticed her standing in my b-boy stance. Leapt at the chance and began to break dance on wooden floors. I got sore from the workout. It was me, Chili T, my man Shabazz, Muhammad, and Phil G. When I met her on 93rd, next Jeffrey Manor, master of all crews, was written on my banner. The manner of my approach. Yo, I rocked her. World with backspins, atomic flares, and helicopters, hella proper. Guys that were awesome, tried to get fresh up at Besma and on commercial. Attempted to test a bus moves on linoleum. Loved her on cardboard, roughed it off on concrete with combinations I had stored. Poured my heart into her around the time I met Dula, Yusef, Rashi, Stony Island Park, CVS, School, the battleground, found passion. Another element turned my heart into graffiti, evidence of being present. Taggers united together, network of writers who most times put all-nighters. True riders, 1987, we were kings of the line. Won the epic war with Sass on the dead rhyme. My guys, Dickie, Tron, Advanced, Plain Sap, and Vanish. I do this for you and the true TUG clan is the bandits. True story, it's based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, that's what it feels like. True story, based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations is what it feels like. Let's clear this up. I am the great matriarchs, give to America, rare, uncut, sun-complected, yet deemed wretched of the earth. Though my old blood's majestic, shall shed the most rejected. Nevertheless, check the record of my birth. Never read a book for knowledge of myself. The silence I felt, not from wildness of wealth, but from rawness of my breath. I received meditatively. My mother and father educated me. I author faith creatively. I've walked through a few schools of thought that truth is art and has no cost. yet the cause of everything. Falsehood is law, yet the manifest of right. Once in darkness comes to light. These words Timothy didn't write, that didn't quite sit well with a gang of y'all. When it comes to fiction, hell, truth is stranger, y'all. I came to y'all to bring the fall of a government that's been de facto and the enemy of so-called black folks. I mixed with being realistic and admitted. How's it we've allowed this shit from golden fire out cryptic? Y'all complicit in spirit with the metaphors. Metaphysics also makes me America's curse. I'm not in competition with men or women. I'm defending my household from those who are pretending, garbed in skin the same as us, taking up the same name as us, who attempt to claim the same reign as us. Y'all be satisfied with societies like Westworld, where Bernard's really Arnold. Dolores is your best girl. Universal soldier, our robot is now the task force. Advanced passports is on its own crash course. With or without y'all, I'ma own my role and bring fire upon them. That's on my soul. Y'all waiting for the Galactic Federation to come save y'all. Another United Nations site up to further enslave y'all.
In this primordial realm of Tiamat, she has some younger children in a nutshell. One by Marduk, which is known as Marduk in one mythology, which is known as Amun-Ra in another mythology, which is known as Yahweh in another mythology, which is known as Zeus in another mythology. She had these younger gods and went to war with her and one of her consorts called Kingu, which was one of her earlier sons and her consorts. She went to war with them, and they went to war with Tiamat, and these primordial gods, this primordial god was defeated by her son, Marduk, Zeus, Amun-Ra, or Yahweh, or any of the male deities. So that male deity destroyed the mother principle
of those who will one day be investigated for...
I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. On long going in for the wind, ozone, 10 toes strong, closed doors, I open it, siphoning, my own zone, microphone it, my own zone, on my own right and my own wrong, my own masters, I'm my own master, in debt to my own loan. I'm in my own zone, within my own home, I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone, from the hip to the thigh bone, from the lip to the microphone, I'm like a disciple stone. Yet much larger than this fleshly vessel, more like an architectural lecture with its trestle board. Polished and tougher, I embrace the struggle. Broke free from the dome, I escaped the bubble. They say trust the signs for somebody's mind. Try my patience, I'm aligned with Mother Nature, frying these agents that is dying matrix. I'm in my own zone, within my own home. I'm in my own throne, my own skin, no clone. Since 1970, there I was born, Robert Taylor's 92nd, Axis, Buckingham's the one, first sister Clever Harmon School, then fellowship, Christian Academy, just before I went public, still stuck with self adamantly, spark from the infinite, see the sun, I'm equivalent, the eminent instrument of the eminent village militant, break down in increment.
Yo, what's good, beloveds? What's happening? Yeah, so you know what? For the first time, I'm going to take my time coming up in here. Usually I just give it 15, 20 minutes and run up in here. I said, nah, let me go ahead and do what I need to do and then, get up in here with my beloved peoples, the ones who matter. Yeah, Kiramio, man, he had somebody that unsubscribed from, but this person had commented on my video. This is one of them Gujars. I call them Chazar, Gujar, not it's fake identity anyway, it's a pale skin, and they're pretty ignorant. They don't like anything that goes against them. And as you notice, many people in the world are pretty disturbed today. But they do report accounts and stuff like that. They do, like people who are gaming and of color and stuff like that. But you would think that YouTube and all these other platforms would have a better sense of something. On Facebook, I was watching, the people that do the Witch Call Slide and all that stuff, and they're doing it in Africa and other places. We're just amazing. And I was watching another one with a comedian, and every time it had ads. Now the ads, I took screenshots, actually belongs to a company, so Facebook, it's not a hack. And it was showing pornography. I mean, straight up with like the rose and toys. So I reported it twice, and I saw it for 3 more times looking at these little comments because I already know enough people on Facebook to know all of them with their little egos and everything else. So I reported it twice. So I said, oh, they don't want to do nothing. I said, well, let me see if this works. This is show how weak they are, a chink in the armor. So I went ahead and created a post using about several of the actual footage, and it has where it's coming from, the ads. Well, these little fake Hindus just couldn't wait to jump all over. Oh, we're blocked that, blah, blah. But yet I can still upload videos and stuff. Well, you're blocked from doing videos and calls. Look, man, I don't care about what they're doing. They can't help themselves because they're sick. But I told them to leave me alone. And I made it a business to call them as they are. And if they're unaware of who they are, I don't really give a damn, you know? I never cared about any of these platforms. I've been doing my best to get everybody off the platforms, to get everybody together in a locale. If you was idiot, you'd be best. See, this was wrong with a lot of these pale skins and these sorry, slothful Negroes who wants to keep everybody beating them. What, Papa? I'm not playing. You want to play? You're playing with the sock. You're jumping all around the kitty house. I am doing a live right now, Pops. It's not what you think. Remember the language. I'm a linguist. Because you're acting a little local. And no, you're not getting no catnip. You know that stuff. I call it cat crack. He smells this. He likes it, but he can't because of the cayenne. He's right here beside me, Papa. See, smell. It's very spicy. See, now you see? Ask Ganja about this drink. You see him, right? Go ahead, get a lick. Hey, your ass over there in that little hoop, little abode over, that'd be lizard punishment. I'm not gonna do that to you. It smells good, doesn't it? Oh, he just wanted that neck rub. Oh, yes. You want a soft? I'll get you. Come on, let's go get one. Come on, let's go get one. Come on, let's go get one, Papa. Come on. I'm not gonna lose my focus. You ready? Hey, Papa. Come on, let's go get it. Come on. I'm gonna give him a soft, y'all. That's what I call it. Come on, Papa. Come on. Let's get one. One more. All right, over here, not upstairs. And don't be playing with the ginger, man. I got it right here, bro. Come on. Oh, you want some of that fish I made? Yeah, that's the only thing you'll eat now, huh? Okay. We'll get a piece of that in a little bit. In about an hour, we're gonna eat. Okay, some fish and some cabbage, fish, and some of that very dark purplish indigo rice. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Just a little bit, like 3 tablespoons, cup of cabbage, and 3 to 4 ounces of cod, real cod too. My boy caught some fish at the freezer. Anyway, so I reported. So I was able to actually upload a couple of videos, but I'm sitting there saying, you want to appeal it. So they gave me their little fictional numbers and all that. I said, I'm going to send the pill, but I made notes. I says, don't y'all ever. I don't care. See, they think they could do what they're doing because, it's like the people flying the drones. Nobody sees who's letting go of the grenades. You got a guy dying beside a tank. I don't advocate violence. You know that. A guy dying beside a tank. He's lit. And then they drop a grenade right by his head to blow his head. I mean, this is stuff that's just, it's very, very, well, this is made for grown-ups. This is not for children. So let's say what we want to say. Because they really believe they're in control of what comes out. I say, well, let them be in control of these platforms. Let's join up and meet together and say what really needs to be said. I'm going to say what I need to say on here regardless. It's their loss. They can play stupid all day. Their little goofy ass cities they're building and everything else. Like I said, I know how it ends. They want to make a challenge? Well, let's have at it. So anyway, I'm going to read a couple of things just to assert what I've been talking about. But I'm still, I can't say boggled, dumbfounded that y'all staying right where you're at. I call it not standing your ground. I call that standing in stupidity. I call it you being hard-headed. I'm not no cold figure. I'm not that, what's that goofy boy that want to have sex with everybody and the women fighting each other and call himself a god? He was doing it in a plural sense. No, 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 no. He is not the omnipotent. He is no, no, no. I've given y'all 3 scenarios to look at to get your mind fluid, growing again, and building up with, and knowing that with pressure you can change your shell. I would never want nobody to follow me and behind me or be in front of me. But to walk beside me, man, we could pick a whole tree up and put it in its place. Not chop it down by me giving you an order or me chopping it down because you need it moved. See, there's a difference. They have conflicted the whole world, but they've got themselves in a position. You would think that they knew when we was going to wake up, but they rushed everything. Who is they? Well, don't worry about that. What I'm saying is, everybody says they're waking up. Well, how's that everybody could be waking up when my great-great ancestors knew all this stuff? My great-great uncles knew this. Well, it's not waking up. It's those of you who have been subjugated, perverted by somebody in your family or close to you, or the clergy. And then a 1960 education system. That's not that long ago. So, again, who's in control of what? I'm only asking. I'm serious. I know we're gonna have some dead panhandlers come along. They're gonna be all lethargic with all this grand talking, blah blah, mumble jumble, and second guessing and second quoting themselves. You know, I've already addressed a couple of them. They haven't responded back. But this is what's gonna happen. You dig what I'm saying? I would like to know, because if I always knew who I was. I knew that we had grand cities. And I didn't just go find it in a book. I was told about it. And because we had fake social studies and history class, you know that. And I used to argue with the teacher saying, that's not what we had suits. We showed y'all how to take care of your hair. The pale skin women would go, whoa, 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 you know. I used to get whipped for that. Like, you be careful. And I wasn't wrong. We showed y'all how to bathe. Listen to me, man. When people are warring and fighting all the time, if any of y'all know what I'm talking about, you could be out there for months and be stanking. It ain't about everybody. You don't even smell it no more. It's just everybody's funky. That's about what you're eating. And your body chemistry changes with all that cortisol and stress. You believe you go numb and no. It's a lot of chemical changes, a lot of imbalance because it's not supposed to be happening. So again, you could thank your mammies and your grandmammies for that church shit, subjugating you without reading it to you. And they're always reading certain things. Tithes. First of all, any of them damn ministers, are they Levitical? Are they a tribe of Levi? Can they profess and claim that? First, another thing, in Bible study, why is it never broke it down to what the Levitical did as far as the nations amongst the 12 tribes? How they took what? Was it coin? See, and then you got these fools running around with people who can't read in other countries and stuff where they should. That's why they don't want women to be able to read the Torah and stuff, right? We're talking about, you give me 700 rubles or whatever the hell the name of it, guineas, whatever the money you call, we call it money because it means nothing. But it means something because everybody's been conditioned to believe it. But obviously they don't read, because if they read about the tribe of Levi, it explicitly tells you what they do. And then whatever is left over, they share it with the world. That's what we did during the starving times, right? After the first segregation. A few centuries ago, we took by ships, grand ships. We took pumpkins, squashes, pumpkins and squash, all kind of beans and lentils and all kind of rice and everything. We didn't take animal meat. We took it over there to them people now in the so-called southern part of Africa who were first segregation by these bastards. That's why I shared those videos, so you can have a little more in that way of looking at things. Not in the books. But I was so pissed yesterday. I said, I was getting ready to throw a whole shebang down. Just video after video. Just, man, I would have millions of easily. with some of the information. And not everything with me with somebody else saying it. With me, there's some of the videos I've pre-recorded, and I says, no. I got a story to tell. Just relax, Red. And I don't care about the idiots in the world that likes to run around and lies. I was challenging the sons of the Confederacy, and it was getting whooped. Somebody had an issue when I said the red, white, and blue. That was ours. Betty Ross is a nigger. I don't care what anybody thinks, but what's she been accredited with is a fable. It's a plain, blatant, made-up lie. A person that really didn't exist in the narrative. See, when you start charging people and you start calling things, because I started saying, well, who was the black man in Shiloh? Well, do you know anything about in the movies? Who was I always portraying Shiloh as some pale skin when Shiloh was a Negro Indian? Orthogonous. You know? Then they always want to talk about Pocahontas. I done found 30 different Pocahontas. Even one that looked like Queen Elizabeth. I said, these people are sick. But then when you go over there and you go over with Pocahontas, this is all number melanated people. And so a lot of them people don't call themselves black. Well, the new age dummies do. But they don't call themselves black. They know their lineage and everything else. And then they actually had the nerve 10 years ago to bring some fake-ass Mongol on talking about, yeah, this is a Pocahontas' great, oh, Bull Esquire. And then you get these other individuals. That's why I mentioned the one actor yesterday. I'm not going to say his name again. You don't even know who his daddy is. Y'all know on West Coast. You know what I'm talking about. See, the enemy know the importance of you not knowing your true identity. And even deeper than that. Because, see, most of you want to run around believing that just being black is supposed to be something. First of all, Negro ain't got nothing to do with being black or crayon color. I mean, if you want to sit here, and it's funny is all the inventions and everything we made, me fortunate enough to work at certain places, y'all weren't, and learn things from people of that time, from them. Yeah, maybe 80 years later, but to be able to sit down and chat with them. So whenever you come to me and you want to talk about all the crayon colors, this is what right now they want to stop everybody from being able to see this and stuff like that. And you want to think about Melvin Jean Herkovitz. Well, he was a bastard of an individual. That's your father of African American. You know that, right? You know who he worked with, right? You know who he worked with, right? Franz Boas. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know who funded them, right? It was David Rockefeller. And the original J.P. Morgan. And Vanderbilt. Oh, yeah, that's right. They all hung together. Even when they decided upon the Federal Reserve. See, I love when people start doing all this shimmy stuff. Right now, that tells me on YouTube they got 2 watching. Right here, it tells me got 5. Over here, when I was looking, it had 8. See, this is what I'm talking about. They are so hard pressed. If they were smart, they would have listened. I ain't got a problem if they lose a little one or if they fall off. Hey, I'm not sticking them with nothing. I can't help because I emanate certain reasoning based on frequencies. If they want to keep playing and they want to keep just sending a whole bunch, because you know they want to eradicate a whole lot of folks. So if you're sitting there working there and you're not here next week, don't blame me. Well, you can't blame. I don't be able to blame nobody. So just keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Anywho, so Melville Jean, whatever you want to call it, Herskovitz. You know, they also knew in their youth. You know who else Theodore Herzl. Well, you got to remember, Melville was born in 1895, so they say. So it actually would be 895 for those who aren't aware. If you stop adhering to the fake year of 1,000 they've added. And I would appreciate it if y'all would stop adhering to the fake 1,000 years they've added and go to the actual time, which this would be what? 1024. No, what it is actually. Well, Franz Uri Boas, let's get it right, was born in 1858. Was a German-American anthropologist and a pioneer of modern anthropology who has been called the father of They want to say American history. As if they didn't know what was already, man, listen here. So for all you idiots who have commented on your posts and you came over here to look at this, because I know you're coming to look. Keep calling yourself black and dumb, talking about, well, I'm a conservative and stand firm in your ignorance. Whatever you allude to, that's on you. I am so sick and tired of all these idiots running around in the world. I am going shooting. That's why you see me with my tourniquets and I have more like blood stop, chest compression. I got all that stuff in there and tools. So I'm going out there, partial kit up, and move around and actually practice some actual, moving around in the safe house, being able to, learn how to keep my body, get back to because, my knees and back are still kind of a problem, y'all. I just don't have the women here for them to see that you can actually heal people and for them to heal too. We're not talking about, we're talking about real energy. Rondo Ganja can actually, he can tell you, he has learned some things. He can't tell you everything, but he can surely tell you he's learned some things. And I would love to see some more people learn, but all together, I just don't get it. Going back to the beginning, you would think that people would rally together. I'm not Nature Boy and all. I'm not Dr. CB's and all that nonsense. My name is Jim Lucifer Wooten Branch the third. Third time around is a charmer. 369. Everybody in my family is really, why are you always talking about 369? Y'all need to pay attention. I'm not saying some fake ass miracle is supposed to happen. No, you are capable. And so some of you think that you're capable right where you at. No, that's not how it works. I'm sorry to say. That's not how it works. If you want to learn Kung Fu, you have to go to a teacher. If you want to relearn speech, you have to go to therapists, right? Physical or occupational, right? So if you want to learn a language, you have to, well, you can get Rosetta and a few other platforms, but isn't it better to be around the individuals and actually apply because you want to do it compared to those who are forced to do it? Now you go to the French Foreign Legion, you have to learn French. And they speak a little broken English from what I've learned from a couple of friends of mine. Yet, you have to learn French. And you will learn French if you choose to be a Legionnaire. And it's training and practice. It doesn't stop when you make it through boot camp. See, you have to be involved. And some of you think because of me that you're getting the proper frequency. I can beat this crap, but no, they still have these things fine-tuned. Just like when you listen to listen, you know how these people getting paid. Listen to Heaven's Earth, and I've shared it, but it's still coming out with that 440 drip because that's how they built the system. You think it's just radio? It's radio. It's media. Okay, and that's why once you have surround sound with them woofers, so that 808 drop. Are you starting to get it now? In your vehicle, I listen to Sammy Davis, the Rat Pack, country music, the old stuff, Patty Hearst, the old stuff, Vietnam, music, Hank Williams. I mean, I listen to, I like good music. If it's rap, it's got to be the original stuff. My boy can vouch for that. I don't like none of this crap because that's all it is. That's out here now. But how do you think you're going to get it all together sitting where you're at? I get it. You listen to somebody that said, probably me, you could do it wherever you're at. No. Some things you have to be hands-on. I mean, literally, like, do it like this. And you have to do it a few times. And then I'm a chef. So I make things, and then when you take it, you go, wait a minute. And then you realize, I never used that. And then you see things different. And then something else happened. Then I said, well, you know what? How about not eat it all? Now, I had some beef, but it was from the reservation. I wanted to share it with my brother because I wanted him to see the difference in beef compared to the beef that's sold, the garbage. He had one of the real hamburgers, real ground hamburger. It was a little beef and a little goat. So it was good. It's because it had the fat if you're going to do it. But it was the seasoning and it's the way it's done. when you cook in a certain kind of wine that you, once you open it, you've got a day to have it, or you got to get rid of it, all natural. It's how you get rid of certain things if you choose to eat meat. The point is to get away from eating meat. You've got to use the right amount of vegetables and seasonings. You know, they say garlic is no good. Dr. Seavey was smoking too much goddamn weed. I'm here to tell you that garlic is beneficial for your heart, but it has to be the right garlic. If your garlic doesn't have purplish haze in the color of the clove itself, I would advise you to put that GMO crap back. Now, and even green is fine. I'm not talking about when it's starting to grow. You need to go ahead and dig a little 4-inch hole and pop that in there and grow you a hole from that one clove, a whole head of garlic, okay? Yet, when you partake of this stuff, it does have a change as long as you do it for 7 days. You know, they say if you go to the gym and work out for 7 days, you're hooked. It's just like if you go swimming for 7 days and you swallow a little water, but you keep going, you know, your breaststroke, you work on it, what happens? You become proficient in it. If you start walking before you start running, didn't we crawl before we walked? That's phonetics, isn't it? And then you start running, you realize that if you stay at it, and your diet is attentive to what you're doing, the duties you're allowing your body to perform, and you have a clear mind with no stress, you have no injuries. If you have the proper amount of minerals, because a lot of runners, you know, when I was running, we used to load up on pasta and everything, and killing ourselves, working our pancreas because of our liver overtime, you know, gallbladders getting removed, all that nonsense, because they're actually not eating the proper diet. They allow the mental to carry them over to get to 25 and however many miles. You know, ultra marathons are something different. Your body is going to, you know, it's going to cannibalize itself. The thing is, utilizing stuff that's actually going to give you minerals is beneficial. More beneficial than the crap that the USDA and the FDA have been lying about, which they furthermore allow poisoning. You get me? I had a brother, somebody asked me about Earth Speak. You know, I'm not on TikTok. He says, what about the pineal gland? I said, first of all, bro, and he said it. He said, you know, I want you to watch the video. Not every one of those are pine cones. If you look, there's a flower. It is maize. Because he said it on. They says he's the first one. He's not the first one to say it. That's just ridiculous. Yes, some of those pictures is actually corn, maize. But what's the benefit of the original corn? Some of you who saw me on Facebook when I was living on the res, and you saw some of the corn that I grew. It was arm long, black and purple, indigo, and scarlet blue. No yellow. No, none of that. We're talking about 220-year-old kernels, corn, stuff, so, right? And then you have the nubs that look like what could be considered a pine cone, right? It's food of the gods. In what way? Do you know you can do a lot more with corn to make grits? Hominy grits? Oh, I can't believe we call them hominy. Hominy do one. Anyway, right? And roasted and all that. Corn was used for many different types of paste, all kind of different things. See, how do you just lose your way and not remember the most intricate things, even like aloe vera and taking corn mash and putting it together? I mean, we made the original bourbons and whiskeys with ceremonies. We had our times of fun. Ergo, when you watch The Matrix and they're all, I think it was the second or the third one, when they're all, you know, swaying and partying, and they're about keeping the population growing, and they're underground. But they, you know, the Jews had to turn it into some kind of weird orgy. I'm just saying. Our people are beyond comprehension. Yet, you want to stay stuck in their world. Okay. Roger that. Oh, I can't do nothing. What is that? Oh, wow. They really, really did a number, guys. My apologies. Hold on. They really did a number, didn't they? Excuse me. I have to get rid of this one. My apologies. Not. when these people are pressed, man, they're pressed. You hear me? Holy smack. Okay. Roger that. I'm trying to get the white screen. Okay, there we go. God, oh man. All right. I just wanted the white screen. So here we go. I don't know if you can tell when it. I don't know if you can see it. See that? See right there? White screen? Yeah, I like to have it like that sometimes. Anyway. I know it's kind of hard to process this stuff. Make sure you all hit the. I appreciate that, hon. Well, there's a lot more people watching, but you know, like I said, they got a blind everything. Hey, y'all just about to. Hey, what's up, Rondo Tariq? And baby girl Slaughter, appreciate that, hon. James B, what's going on? I thought other people that came in, but you know how it goes. You know, they're scared. We cannot do nothing about the fearful. That shows that there's a chink in our armor. Anywho, back to what I was saying. I don't know why y'all choose. And a lot of y'all are pretty close. Texas, I've been there so many times. Tucson, I need to go down there to Rondo's land. He's coming up here one more time. And then after that, because I'm going to discuss the open house, hopefully Ocelot and a few others come up with him. Like whether they drive or ride, it doesn't matter. Stop worrying about BS and come on up here and see for themselves. And then I'll go ahead and do the open house. So everybody, if you're going to come to the land, you might not need none of this. But for those who want to come and just get some because you choose to stay right where you're at, whatever. But I'm going to have everybody walk through and buy whatever it is they want. And whatever's left, I'm throwing it away. Most important things in the back of the truck, tools, my welding stuff. I like to build models, and I've showed many children, and they are model freaks now. Round 2 actually started incorporating some old models because I showed people how to go to it, and some of the old parents started getting back into it, and so I get thank you notes for that. Round 2 model, for those who don't know, and I do HO slot cars, you know, like the HO tracks like this with the slot cars, you know, with the brushes on them, you know, yeah. So, I know y'all like, this nigga does it all. Anyway, I'm going to definitely take the thing from my back because I hang my little military vests, my leather vests and stuff on it, I still take it out, flop it down, hang upside down, let the blood go to my head, and let my back, because sometimes my back be like, boy, you know what I'm saying? Some of my stuff as far as storage, food, dry foods and stuff, quite a bit. My heaters and all those little things, my camping equipment, all that will be under the tarp. I will have that and bring that with me. As far as my other, like I said, my tools, all my carrying rifle cases, all that kind of stuff. My cat home, and maybe even a fan. I don't know. I don't care about no fan no more. But just the things. I can't name everything on here because then people are like, yeah, when is he going? You know what I'm saying? And then I got to put 2 or 3 in the ground. But what I'm saying is those things will be coming. Now, as far as cooking utensils, if it's not copper or steel, you come with plastic and all that crap. Or if it ain't wood. But if you come with plastic and all that, that stuff is toxic. You know, I have a black spatula. It's not, I actually bought it. It's supposed to be to harden without those certain chemicals that when it get hot, it gives off, it gets in the meat and it's poisonous. I don't even trust that no more. When they make these things, they know exactly what they're making. When they put the chemicals together, they know exactly what they're going to do. It's a long time before the people realize the damage that's done by these things. So you see when y'all go into Walmart, you see those spaghetti spoon with the black plastic. Don't use it. That's their loss now because of their ignorance, trying to get rich. They probably already got rich. All right? And if you're going to get aluminum, make sure what kind of metals are in there because they use chemicals and stuff, and not everything is what you think it is. And so when you start heating that up, off gassing and toxins are going to food. Just look into it. Don't take my word for it, okay? There's a lot of things out here designed to kill you. It seems like we're the one who informs everybody. You would think with all the dumb knucklehead brothers and sisters in the liberal states that when you got jabbed up, if you knew the truth, more than half didn't. Oh, Tuskegee didn't go far, and Tuskegee wasn't the only one. I think Lloyd actually pulled up some information when I spoke about this that alluded to the fact that there was more, like when I was talking about the prison experiments. Before Tuskegee, what they were doing to the brothers on the chain gang, who were POWs. They weren't criminals. Y'all didn't even know that. You had men who were 80, 90, 100 years old in Georgia and Alabama on the chain gang, been there for 60, 70 years. They were POWs from, you know what? The church. Most people didn't know that because these fake deacons and preachers were keeping everybody blind. Now, saving Jesus coming and singing and all that good energy focused in the wrong direction. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had deacons for guns. You know? Look, I'm not here to be a distraction. I'm not here to stop what they're doing. I'm here to get some of y'all to find an equilibrium, some balance, and to know what you're really capable of. Hey, God, if you're in here, please, am I lying? That is so good. Hot, spicy. We're good. Oh, and always remember, if you ever use stuff like very hot stuff, cayenne pepper and stuff like that, it strips potassium out of your body. So make sure you put it back in there because you do cramp. I had to learn that the hard way. Yeah, the hard way. One night I was asleep, and if the heel of my right foot, I was laying kind of on my left side, right? Now I thought somebody came and went like that. My foot, my leg cramped, my foot felt like it hit the back of my head. Okay, I'm being comical, but satire. It's a little satire. But my leg cramped. It made me stand up in the bed. Leg was whipped back like that. And you know me, I jumped on the floor, stomped my feet down, cramped, kicked back up, hit the back of the bed, scraped my foot. It was so bad. I said, wait. I remember the deep breathe and the bend forward. But you know how when you get one of them super duper cramps, you know what I'm saying? You're always thinking it's going to come back. And what you do is you manifested it. It returned about 5 times before I said, man, enough of that. I went to sleep. I woke up. I ain't had no more cramps. But I did suck down a couple of bananas and a whole damn apple. And quick. You know what? I didn't have any potassium. I didn't think about grabbing some of my salt. You know what I mean? I could have did that. Because I was so sleepy. I was so tired. You know how it is when you have those weeks when you only sleep an hour or 2 hours. Anyway, because of the fasting and because I was using, some of y'all know I like Carolina Reapers. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a genetically modified, it's a couple of peppers. Anyway, I like the spicy stuff. Anyway, I had some Carolina hot sauce that I put in one of my juices. Just outrageous. I peed about 3 times. When you fast, your urine, it was strong. Because I wasn't eating anything. You know. And I was stripped away a lot of potassium. Because I wasn't getting the minerals, I wasn't sunbathing appropriately. I was growling, but I wasn't on grass. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff to it. And then at my size, when you have, at that time, at that size, I was, was it 240, whatever it was, 245. Yeah, your muscles need that potassium. You know what I mean? And especially when you've trained it backwards, you're drinking water and blah, blah, blah. I watched this one, you're only talking about, when you don't drink enough water, you get constipated. That's a lie. Fiber don't make you poop. Minerals, having the proper minerals and breathing and not being stressed. When you put the bad things in, because people, when they constipated it or they have diarrhea, they think that they empty or it's blocked up. Well, no. Diarrhea means you're constipated too. So what your system is doing is squeezing and it's extracting juice from the solids. The solids are still in there. But how do you get it out? It's a certain diaphragm movement. It's an exercise. There's a 7-second to 15-second exercise you can do to get it out. But if you're compacting yourself with a whole lot of raw flesh and not enough vegetation to mineralize to help the acidic and then the muscle strength of those walls to perform in the silica, will extract, get rid of waste, then you have those issues. Now, some doctor will come along, colonoscopy, you need things shoved up your butt and all this stuff. When we was young, nanas would come along, and Big Mama would pop that finger and get that big ass rubber hot water, the thing with the hot water, and boop, or get the reed down in Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina, the Carolinas. They go out there and get that little reed in the back in the Carolinas. Because I had it done to me twice. You get that reed, nanas, get that reed, and get that water, the river water, and stick that thing up here, and you just mess everywhere. They say, don't you move, boy. And she come over there with the hose and hold you off or make you jump your ass in the river. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Country real stuff now. And then here come TT and them with the red clay and little, they make castor oil today. They don't even tell you that you could drink it. We had to take a big tablespoon of castor oil. Man, listen here. We ain't never got sick. Not until they started giving us them goddamn flu shots and shit. See my language. But how do you learn all this if we're not sitting down? See, I'm saying it on here. I don't even like saying it on here. There's some things I'm definitely not going to say on here. But people need to come together. You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I hope y'all got something out of it. We're dealing with a perverted time. And you see, they're doing the worst of the inverted and backwards. And if you want to call someone a devil, well, they're the devils. They're the synagogue of Hashatan. Enlil, whatever you want to call them. Okay? They are the backwards. They're the inverted. They're the vile, sick. And anything that they touch becomes just as sick. Okay? Anyway, appreciate the donations. Get a few more in. I might order a couple more of them books. I didn't order all of them because we didn't make it. So, I ordered what I have been ordering. I got to go to the post office today. I'm going to shoot, and then hopefully I'll be back from the range by about 3, and I'll slip through there because 5 o'clock coming on. We got to get Heaven Bearers and get Holly Bukowski, the exposition. Get that in. Okay? So I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen. Any new subscribers, I appreciate you. They're messing with the notifications. I'm not giving it no energy. Y'all know what they're doing. They want to make sure that this stuff can shut down so nobody can share and let you know what's going on when things start happening. That's why it's important to make choices, to make decisions. They'll be hard, but imagine what's coming. Some of you actually believe you're safe where you're at. Yeah, you don't watch a lot of videos because your weak side, your scary side. I would advise you to start looking. And it's going to stress some of you because some of y'all just have too much pleasantry about you. Saying the truth should never make you void of your love. Should steep you further into reality. And with that love, you don't have to be caught up in all the stress of it. You're different. As long as you remember and know that, you can only be complicit in your design. Unless you let those things outside of you be complicit in your design, well, you see what it's gotten us so far. All right? Hope you learned something. Love you.